To meet you.
Please call me Aaron. Here, let me get this. How was your journey?
Very pleasant. Thank you. Are people here aware of the accusations made against me?
Only my wife and I. We intend to keep it that way. We want to give you a fresh start. Hannah, these are our daughters, Rachel and Grace.
Hello. Hi.
Nice to meet both of you.
And this is Sarah.
Welcome to our home.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Mrs. Stutzman.
Please, Sarah.
Rachel, show Hannah to her room.
Follow me.
Please give me strength. I'm begging you. Help me navigate this path. God, grant me the wisdom.
Hanuna. Heavenly Father, we give thanks for the food before us, the warmth of family, for guiding Hannah safely to us. We pray for your wisdom for Rachel during her Rumspringa and your continued healing touch with Sarah. Amen.
Amen.
Guess first, Rachel.
This is now Hannah's home, so she's no longer a guest.
So, Rachel, I hear you just turned 16.
Last week. Did you date any English boys during your Rumspringa?
I should have warned you about my daughter's inquisitive nature.
Yes, I did.
What was that like?
It helped me come to appreciate the values of Amish boys.
Exactly. Try to find one English boy that knows how to raise a barn. I just wanted to see how you're settling in.
Fine, thank you.
That's nice.
My mother gave it to me when I was a little girl. It's one of the few keepsakes I have from her, but sadly it hasn't worked in years.
I'm sorry to hear that. Please know that having you here, not only to care for my wife, but to perform many of her duties, it's a huge relief.
I understand you believe the condition to be ALS, but there's been no formal diagnosis?
We've chosen divine guidance over medical intervention. Yes, that's the assumption. I'm told that you have experience with this.
Yes, I had a few ALS patients.
But I try to take solace in knowing that it's all part of God's design. Well, good night, Hannah.
Good night.
Grace, I'm trying.
Would you like some help with that?
Please. Grace, I believe Hannah's better at this than her father.
Years of practice.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
In the light of God's grace, we gather united in our faith. Brethren and sisters, service to my daughter Sarah and her family. It is with a heavy heart that we address the transgression within our midst. The path to righteousness is narrow, and it pains us when even one among us strays. Sister Miriam, you have betrayed the teachings we hold dear. After deep deliberation, we have decided we must enact my done.
You will be isolated from the community, forbidden from any interaction, as a reminder of the consequences of your transgressions. The shunning is a test of your faith and commitment. Only through deep reflection, done, until the elders deem you worthy to return to the fold.
In His mercy, may God's wisdom illuminate your journey back to us.
I see the Lord has also blessed you with a green thumb.
May I ask why that woman was shunned?
Miriam, she made advances towards a married man, who in time yielded to them.
Was he also held accountable?
He admitted his fault. But there's a belief that a man succumbing to the allure of a younger woman is somewhat,
Acceptable.
understandable. Abraham wanted her excommunicated. I convinced him to opt for shunning instead.
Excuse me. Not officially, but I felt it was best to go.
Are you comfortable giving your account of the incident?
Yes. Well, after I came back from living among the English, I took over caring for our bishop. He had cancer, and I administered his medication. He died of a lethal dose. And it didn't come from me. But the elders claimed that I was lying to avoid blame.
Wasn't that long ago I could still able to dress myself.
I don't wish to overstep, but there are medications.
After much prayer and reflection, we decided to trust in God's will.
Oh, I wasn't really looking.
You should start looking.
My apologies. I thought you were still in the barn.
It was fine.
I picked some flowers for both you and Sarah. Thought they might brighten your room.
Thank you. They're lovely.
I noticed you have a tattoo.
Yes. It's a regrettable decision that I made during my time among the English.
Why a butterfly?
It was meant to represent a chapter of my life I'd rather forget.
Well, let's make it represent a new, positive chapter. I hate to add to your workload, but I snagged my shirt on a nail.
Oh, sure. Leave it with me. I didn't mean right now.
Seems appropriate, don't you think? Do you play Dutch Blitz?
Yeah. Yes.
Sarah and I used to play, but it's difficult for her now. Would you like to have a game?
Sure. Sounds lovely.
I'm warning you. I play to win. Who knew that such a demure young lady would have such a competitive streak?
You know, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but You don't act like any elder I've met before.
Oh?
I suppose you're young to be in such a position of authority.
Well, I've always felt the calling to eventually assume the role of bishop and shepherd this community.
I have no doubt that you'll accomplish that one day.
That day may come soon. Abraham confided in me that he's ready to step aside. I wasn't sure about the timing, but with you here by my side, I feel ready.
Come in.
Hey,
Hello.
we look alike, right?
I suppose so. Right.
Could I borrow your ID? To buy alcohol?
Oh. Rachel, I'm not sure your father would approve.
It's Rumspringa and we're supposed to experiment.
Well, yes, but you're not supposed to break the law.
I just don't want to have to ask older English boys and have them think that I owe them.
I'm sorry, I thought you were Rachel. Is there something I can help you with?
Actually, I did something for you.
My music box.
I wanted it to be a surprise. I took it this morning, hoped you wouldn't notice. I thought it deserved a second chance, just like you. Well, good night, Hannah.
Good night. My family didn't own cows, so this is not an area of expertise.
May I assist you?
Yes, please.
It's on rhythm.
Would you like some help with that?
Thank you, but I want to contribute the best I can while I still can. Sort of. I had always hoped to give Aaron a son to carry on the family name. Perhaps after he remarries.
You shouldn't think like that.
We've discussed it. I only hope that he finds a partner who brings. Did he take out life insurance on me?
Really?
I know it's uncommon in our faith, but I think it's prudent.
Well, I trust your judgment. But let that be the least of your concerns. Oh! I'm sorry, I didn't know you were out here.
You want to get in? Yeah, there's still some warm water left.
I'm just...
Shouldn't pass it up.
Yeah.
Would you mind coming to town with me? I'll give you a tour of my shop. My great-grandfather established the shop in 1947. Unfortunately, I don't have a son to carry on the family legacy.
Sorry to bother you, but there's an issue with the wheel alignment machine.
Give me a moment. I'll come take a look.
Aye.
Hannah, this is Jacob, my wheelwright apprentice.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
Be right back. So, I was Grace's age when I started working here, and then...
Aaron, when you get a chance, these need your signature.
Of course. Hannah, this is my assistant, Laura. She keeps me on the straight and narrow.
I do what I today. I'm having an issue with the water well.
Of course.
Thank you. Oh, and these are the herbs that I mentioned. They helped my aunt, so I hope that they also bring some relief to Sarah, too.
Thank you, Laura. This is the money for the groceries.
Oh, thank you.
And while you're out, treat yourself to something sweet. Ice cream, perhaps.
That's really not necessary.
There's nothing better for a person than that he should eat, drink, and find enjoyment. Ecclesiastes 2:24. If not for yourself, have some ice cream for God. I'm gonna help Jacob.
I'm pleased to hear that.
Yes, he says it's been a godsend having someone to attend to his cooking and his cleaning.
Nothing like ice cream to brighten a day.
You shouldn't be speaking to me.
I'm Hannah.
Miriam,
So sorry for what you're going through.
it's hard. Everyone judging you.
You know. I mean, I can only imagine.
A terrible mistake, and I know it's my fault, but I feel so alone.
Do you like my shirt?
Parent life.
How long did you live outside of your Amish community? A little over 5 years. What was it that took you away from our way of life?
After my mother died, growing up, my home was sad. And I left in search of joy, hoping I'd find it out there.
And did you?
For a time, and then less so.
In my experience, happiness isn't something that search far and wide for, but it is my hope that you find a man of your own.
I hope you don't mind me asking this. How is it that Laura came to work for you? It's just not common to see an Amish woman working in a regular job.
She kept the books for her husband's business after he passed. She was all alone, so I gave her a job. Hopes it would be a meaningful distraction.
She didn't seem to like me very much.
It's innocent, but she probably feels threatened by you.
By me? What reason would she have?
Well, you're an attractive younger woman living in my house, assuming many of the duties that my wife would do, and well, I think she has plenty of reasons.
I don't know.
I'm serious, Hannah. I feel complete with you here. God has truly blessed us with your presence. Looks like you made a friend.
Aaron.
Hannah, I need you.
It surprises me you didn't grow up with siblings.
My parents wanted more kids, but I was younger than Grace when I lost my mother.
Bear such a profound loss at such a young age is truly heartrending.
Yeah. She was a beacon of kindness and love. I still miss her every day.
She would be very proud of the woman you've become.
I hope and pray you find a young man meant just for you.
Something wrong?
I find myself caught between immense joy and overwhelming guilt. Sarah showed me nothing but kindness, and here I am.
I understand how you're feeling, because I've struggled with it myself.
Aaron, what sort of future do we have together? I want a family of my own one day, and you can't give that to me.
No. No, I can't. Not while Sarah's still with us.
Oh, gee, I feel absolutely horrible even contemplating.
About this. I believe that God has delivered you to me. To one day bless this family with sons.
And you feel that justifies our actions?
No. But if he is the architect of our lives, maybe it somewhat explains them.
Aaron, I think we need to end things. Until being together is no longer immoral.
That could be for years.
It's not only the right thing to do, it's the prudent thing. We both have so much to lose, and if people were to find out about this...
Everything you're saying is true.
I want to be with you too. But I just can't. Aaron, I'm sorry. I hope you understand. I have to go.
Having you here, not only to care for my wife, but to perform many of her duties, it's a huge relief.
A Lifetime original movie, ripped from the headlines.
I can't see you while you're still married to Sarah.
Inspired by actual events.
I'd kill for you. Question is, would you do the same for me?
Amish Affair.
Hello.
Hello, Jacob.
My mother asked me to deliver this jam for Mrs. Stutzman.
Oh, that's very thoughtful. I'll make sure she gets it.
Actually, the jam was really an excuse for me to come by so I could ask you on a date.
Oh. I'm flattered. I'm just still trying to get a handle on all my responsibilities here, and I just don't think the timing's right.
I understand. I just hope you like jam. Because I plan on coming by with another jar and asking you.
Well, I do like jam.
Good. Well, same time tomorrow.
Sounds good. I've agreed to go on a date with one of your employees.
Who?
Jacob. He seems nice. And I need to start moving forward with my life.
So you lived among the English for a few years.
Yes.
You ever second-guess your decision to return?
Never. I hope I never have to go back to living there.
Why would you?
Exactly. Just no reason I would.
Yeah, I don't regret my decision to return after Rumspringa either. But there are a few things I miss about the outside world. So you're glad I talked you into going out with me?
More like pestered. But yes, I had a nice time.
Good. May I see you again?
I'd like that.
Me too.
I should go inside. Thank you.
Here's your ID.
Oh. Rachel, you take that makeup off before your father sees.
So, how was your date with Jacob?
It was, nice.
Did you kiss him?
No, it was a first date.
Well, I kissed an English boy.
Rachel, you need to be careful. It's easy to get caught up in things and then do something you might later regret.
I know. So did you...
Ice cream was a great idea.
It's my guilty pleasure.
It's funny. And they pity us, but I feel sorry for them.
Why?
They think we're missing out because of what we forego. But I think the spiritual wealth we accumulate far outweighs the material possessions we leave behind. And we're still allowed to eat all the ice cream our hearts desire. What do you think of our community? Can you see it becoming your forever home?
Yeah. I can.
So, how was the date?
Oh, it was lovely. We just went for ice cream.
Any plans to see him again?
Yes. I'm going to his house.
It won't be long before he...
It's okay. It's okay.
Can I get you anything?
No. She'll be fine. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly.
Here's the copy of Sarah's life insurance policy you asked for. Has her condition regressed?
Unfortunately, it has.
I'll be praying for you both.
Thank you. I hear you intend to introduce Hannah to your family.
Yeah, they're excited to meet her.
There's something I need to tell you about her. Now, please don't share this with anyone. Not even Hannah. Before she came here, she was involved in a serious incident that led to the death of her bishop.
Yeah, but it was an accident, right?
When the police cleared her of any wrongdoing, the elders believe that she was at fault. Unfortunately, the past will likely impede the church's blessing of marriage. The mere act of asking for approval will...
Oh.
It's your decision. But the best thing that you can do for her is to end things between you two.
Do you like my shirt?
Yes, but not.
Thank you. Hello?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we should see each other anymore.
Oh.
I think you're great. It's just... I prayed on it, and...
It's fine.
Okay. Well, see you around.
Goodbye.
Sarah told me that Jacob ended things between you two. Did he give a reason?
Not really.
No, I just look at it as a sign that we're meant to be together.
Aaron. Things may have not worked out with Jacob, but seeing someone who's appropriate for me made it very clear how inappropriate we've been.
Our love might be inconvenient, but it's not inappropriate.
I can't see you while you're still married.
Sarah. Sarah, what's wrong? It's all right, I'm here. I'm here. It's all right, my love. The Lord is my strength and my shield. The Lord is my strength and my shield.
I don't understand. She's exhibiting entirely new symptoms.
Her illness is unpredictable.
I gave her Laura's herbs, but what if that's making her worse?
We don't know that.
What should I do?
Whatever you can to make her comfortable.
That's not enough.
Tried to convince Sarah to seek medical help. She's unwavering in her conviction.
But she might die.
We have to keep the faith. Even in the toughest of times. Whatever happens, it's his plan.
Heavenly Father, in the shadow of our mourning, we gather together, and our community has cherished. In your wisdom, you have called Sarah home. May her spirit find joy in your kingdom, and let her memory inspire us to live with kindness and faith.
I need to go before the girls wake up.
Aaron, what do we do now that I'm no longer needed as caretaker?
Girls need you more than ever. As do I.
But in what capacity?
I'd like to continue our relationship. Fulfill God's plan. When you're ready, of course.
You mean discreetly, right?
Respectful period of mourning.
Aaron, I've been thinking about this, and won't marrying your wife's caretaker raise some eyebrows?
Sarah wanted me to find someone who cherished our children. I know she'd agree that you're the ideal candidate.
I'm not sure she'd agree if she knew what I'd been doing.
She adored you. So do I.
Mr. Stutzman, I'm Sergeant Riley. I have a few questions pertaining to the passing of your wife. I need you to come with me to the station.
Of course.
Aaron?
I'll be home soon. For duties, it's a huge relief.
A Lifetime original movie. Ripped from the headlines.
I can't see you while you're still married to Sarah.
Inspired by actual events.
Question is, would you do the same for me?
Amish Affair. Premieres Saturday, July 6th at 8. Part of Truly Unbelievable Movies. A Ripped from the Headlines.
Apparently, a life insurance agent reached out. With no formal diagnosis, Sarah's rapid decline set off a few red flags.
But everything's cleared up, right?
Essentially. And she wants to speak with you. There's nothing to be worried about. Because you've done nothing wrong.
You except having an affair with you while...
By acknowledging that, correct? Correct?
I understand that as part of your duties, you were tasked for caring with Mrs. Stutzman.
Yes.
Did that include managing her medication?
Sarah didn't take any.
Didn't you find that odd, considering her advanced condition?
No. It's not uncommon for those of our faith to place their healing in God's hands.
And how would you describe her relationship with Mr. Stutzman?
Good. Aaron was...
Debate his wife's condition.
No. Absolutely not. Is this all because of the life insurance policy?
Mrs. Stutzman died only days after the contestability period ended. A week earlier, the policy would have been null and void.
Well, I'm sure that's just a coincidence.
Speaking of coincidences, I understand the last person in your care also died from suspicious circumstances.
I was cleared of that.
Regardless, I'm sure you'd agree that this is a troubling pattern.
So Sarah treated me with the utmost kindness. What reason would I have to harm her?
Do you have romantic feelings for Mr. Stutzman?
No.
So you've never contemplated stepping into Mrs. Stutzman's shoes?
Sarah was ill and died of natural causes, that's it. What's Laura doing here?
Question, Miss Miller. Questioning.
May I go?
You may.
Thank you. The officers think Sarah was murdered.
She stated that explicitly?
No, but she hinted at your possible involvement, and then mine. And she seems to know about my feelings for you.
That's not possible.
She also spoke to Laura.
What are their suspicions?
I just don't understand why they'd be suspicious in the first place.
The outside world can't grasp our way of life. How we could choose devotion over medicine. That's all this is. When we get home, I've got something special to show you. Keep your eyes closed. Wait right there. Okay. Open your eyes.
It's beautiful.
I built it for you to one day rock our baby boy. I know this has been a particularly stressful time, especially with what you've already been through. But I know when we come through the shadows and into the light, the bond is going to be even stronger.
She's not to be trusted. Absolutely not. Never happened before. Yeah. And the police think she may have killed Sarah to be with Aaron. Killed? Right? The seat's taken.
Shirt?
Yes, but not on you. Is she serious? Let's go!
Monday. The entire quilting bee was gossiping about the investigation. Saying that I may have harmed Sarah to be with you. There was even talk that we were together while she was still alive.
Unfortunately, the rumors have reached the elders. They've asked us to stand before the council.
What should I tell them?
There's no truth to any of it.
Aaron, I know I've already sinned, but lying to the council is akin to lying to God himself.
Confessing now will end my prospects of becoming bishop, and will guarantee your excommunication. No other Amish community will take you in. You're with me. You must do this.
This tribunal serves as a voice of the Almighty. Any falsehood uttered here is tantamount to bearing false witness before God. We've heard from Brother Aaron. He is now absent to allow you to speak your truth. No doubt you've heard the talk, casting shadows upon your character. Please. Here, we address the allegations that compromise the integrity of our beliefs. What is your response to the talk of improper relations between you and Aaron?
It's untrue.
Has there ever been a moment where you made untoward advances toward Aaron that he didn't reciprocate?
No, never.
And what of Aaron's conduct? Has his behavior always mirrored the expectations of our faith?
Aaron was a kind and devoted husband.
In light of the gravity of this assembly, is there anything further you wish to add?
It has caused you personally. Your daughter was a beautiful person, and the thought of her memory being dimmed by all of this gossip weighs heavily on me.
Thank you. We will speak with you after we congregate.
Thank you.
Anna. Hi. How are you doing?
I know the gossip began with Laura. Laura is somehow responsible for this. She's possessive of Aaron and has never liked me.
I'm not sure where it all began, but she hasn't been shy about fanning the flames. For the record, I don't believe any of it.
Well, you seem to be the only one.
Hang in there. Better days are ahead.
Thank you, Jacob.
Of course.
Today, we are faced with the challenge of examining the very essence of our community. Challenge that stems not from the transgressions of one, but the failings of many. The undue gossip and judgment that has besieged Sister Hannah and Brother Aaron has left a stain upon our collective spirit. We've allowed whispers to sow discord as we've strayed from the foundational virtues that define us. And it's totally ashamed for allowing myself to get swept up in it. Sorry.
What could you possibly want to discuss at our house of worship?
I have a court order.
My wife's resting place without any evidence whatsoever.
Turns out Miss Reber's proximity to more than one suspicious death also raised the eyebrows of the judge. Let's go.
What is this? Come inside. God.
Having you here, not only to care for my wife, but to perform many of her duties, it's a huge relief.
A Lifetime original movie.
I've done nothing wrong. The police are using Hannah's past as an excuse. Sarah, finding a woman of our faith with her qualifications is difficult.
And you felt that justified inviting her to live with my daughter and grandchildren?
Hannah was never charged with a crime.
No. If it's determined she had any role to play in Sarah's death, even if the law doesn't hold you accountable, I will.
these Laura's herbs? Rachel, I'm so sorry you have to go through all this with your mother.
I don't want to talk to you.
I know that you've heard all sorts of horrible rumors, but you must know I would never do anything to harm her, right?
Naive. It's obvious you want to be with my father. But even if he makes you his wife, you will never be my mother.
Bishop Abraham, I'm sorry, Aaron's not
I've
home.
come to gather my granddaughters. They'll be staying with me till this matter is resolved. Pack up your belongings. Meet me at the buggy. Where's Grace?
She's still in school, but I can walk her over when she's finished.
Fine.
Let's get you to Grandpa. Let's just go back this way.
I heard that Abraham wants my girls to stay with him for the time being.
I just dropped off Grace. Aaron, earlier when I was walking, I saw you leaving Laura's house. You know I feel she's trying to tarnish me.
I was just about to tell you.
Well, I'm sure she denied everything.
Actually, no. She admitted to her jealousy, her desire to damage your reputation, and her want to replace Sarah as my wife.
How did you respond?
I told her I didn't share the same feelings. I was gentle, but she was still angry. She blamed you.
Well, her intention to keep us apart may still work.
Wait, what do you mean?
Aaron, being together in the future only implies we were lying about being together in the past.
Her manipulations.
Your plan?
And the God's plan. For us.
We'll start dinner.
Thank you.
I don't understand. Your symptoms are exactly the same as Sarah's the day she passed away.
There you go, Leslie.
I heard about Aaron. Do the doctors know what's wrong with him? I haven't had an update. He doesn't want you here. And neither do I.
I know you blame me for the rumors. All I did was share the truth about the police asking questions.
Aaron already told me that you admitted to... You're lying. I saw him leaving your home. What were those
I
herbs?
need you to come to the station with me.
No, I have to be here for Aaron.
Let's go.
What? No. Am I under arrest?
I need to inform you that you're entitled to have an attorney present.
I don't need a lawyer. I just want to know about Aaron.
Mr. Stenson's stomach has been pumped, and he's expected to recover.
Did he have food poisoning?
The doctors found rotofacum in his system.
I don't know what that is.
It's a toxin commonly used in rat poison. It's tasteless and odorless, so while it wasn't food poisoning, it's most likely he consumed it in something he ate. Do you do the cooking?
Yeah, he was outside right before he got sick. Maybe he swallowed some by accident.
That's highly unlikely, considering the autopsy determined that Mrs. Stenson also died from consuming the same poison.
So Sarah really was murdered?
Did you do it, Anna?
What? No, I didn't.
Look, I don't think you're some heartless killer. Quite the contrary. I believe you genuinely cared for Mrs. Stutzman. And watching her suffer, you made the decision to ease her pain. Just like you did the elder you took care of.
I changed my mind. I want a lawyer.
Legend and world famous wife.
You're free to go. I apologize for the misunderstanding.
So I'm no longer a suspect.
Laura Miller has been charged with Mrs. Stutzman's murder.
I couldn't believe when they told me Sarah had been poisoned. And to find out you were in jail.
How did they come to suspect Laura?
The herbs.
She gave them to you right before Sarah's health turn.
And she made me tea while I was at her house. The police found a vial of rat poison in her kitchen.
I don't understand it. If she wanted to marry you, why poison you and not me?
Apparently it wasn't a lethal dose. Sergeant Riley believes she poisoned me to shift the blame of Sarah's death onto you.
And with me in prison, there's no competition for your affection. Where are you going?
Dad, he needs to hear this now.
Miriam.
I just came by to share some good news. The shunning's been lifted.
That's wonderful.
Bishop Abraham felt I demonstrated genuine remorse for my actions. You were so kind to me. I know you couldn't have done the horrible things people are saying.
Laura was just arrested for Sarah's murder.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm still in shock myself.
That probably has something to do with the day before last when I saw Aaron going into Laura's house.
Yes, he went there to confront her about everything that's been happening.
Laura wasn't home.
Are you sure?
I saw her at the market minutes after Aaron let himself into her house.
Laura was telling the truth. She never saw Aaron in her home that day.
Pardon?
I'm sorry, Miriam. I have to go.
There's two.
What have you done? No. The poison. Aaron.
Anna. What are you doing?
Just taking care of some chores. How'd it go with the elder?
Enjoyed listening to them apologize, especially Abraham. Are you using the rat poison?
No.
Why is it open?
I don't know. Oh, the police. They must have come by to examine it. I told them that we kept some in here when they questioned me. Someone's here.
I heard about Laura being arrested. I can't believe it.
We're still trying to process it ourselves.
Well, I just wanted to say how sorry I am for everything we both have been through. And my mother asked me to drop off some bread and tomatoes, as well as a few plants from our garden. Apparently these seedlings should be replanted as soon as possible.
We'll do right away.
Aaron, you really should rest. Jacob, do you mind sticking around and helping me replant these? Here.
Sure.
Take these inside. We'll just be a minute. Jacob, there's something I need to tell you, and it's gonna be hard to believe.
Okay.
I think that Aaron poisoned Sarah and made Laura look responsible.
Why would he do such a thing?
So that he could marry me.
Do you have any evidence?
No, nothing concrete.
Well, without any proof, the elders will almost certainly take his side.
I know, that's why I need to speak to the police.
Well, if you want, I can take you there right now.
No. I need to do this without Aaron knowing. If he starts to suspect that I piece things together, he might try to frame me.
Okay, well, how about later tonight I'll come by and wait. Once Aaron's in bed, slip out. And I can take you there and back before he realizes you're gone.
Thank you, Jacob. I can't tell you how much your support means.
Of course.
Hannah!
Go.
Hannah! When you're finished in the garden, come inside. I have a surprise.
But not on you. Is she serious? Let's go!
Monday.
Get everything planted?
Yes. This looks nice.
Have a seat. It's the least I could do for you. You're working so hard in the garden.
I thought wine was reserved for special occasions.
You seem tense. Have a sip.
You're not having any?
I have a confession to make. I've done things. Things I'm not proud of for us to be together.
What sort of things, Aaron?
You forced me to stand by while you grew closer to Jacob. As my wife was dying. And it forced me to act. I convinced Jacob to stop pursuing you.
Well, I'm sure you only did that because of how much you care for me.
That's right. I risked my place in the community. Risked for you, Hannah. I'd kill for you. But you already know that, don't you?
Yes.
Question is, would you do the same for me?
Yes.
Really? Because the moment that our relationship got put to the test, you were ready to swap me out with Jacob.
I just wanted to act in a way that honored God.
If that was truly the case, and you believe that God put us together, as do I, wouldn't being with another man dishonor him? So I killed Sarah for you.
Hannah! No!
Hannah! Hannah! You brought this on yourself, Hannah. You led me to believe that God sent you to bear me a son. Sarah might not have died by your hands, but her blood is on them. Now you must pay. Thanks to your past, our community will believe that you confessed to poisoning Sarah and framing Laura. But before I could turn you in, you fled. And conveniently
You were supposed to be my Eve. Promise of a new wife, new life, new son. But you were the serpent all along.
Whoa! Aaron, let her go. Jacob, I don't know what she told you, but she poisoned Sarah.
Jacob, run!
I told you. You should have stayed away from him.
Get the rope. Get the rope.
Bishop Abraham. I'm so sorry.
No. I should have heeded my suspicions of Aaron earlier. Yeah, it's okay. You're gonna be safe here.
থাকলেও বিকেল 4টা থেকে হঠাৎ ভেসে আসে গোলাগুলির শব্দ। তমব্রু বাজারের স্থানীয় বাসিন্দা নুরুল আফসার জানান, বিকেল 4টা থেকে মিয়ানমারের ছোড়া প্রায় 46টি ভারী গোলাবারুদের শব্দ শোনা যায়। হঠাৎ এত গোলাগুলির কারণে মানুষের মধ্যে আতঙ্ক তৈরি হয়েছে। জানা গেছে 1 মাসেরও বেশি সময় ধরে ঘুমধুম সীমান্তে গোলাগুলি চলছে। মর্টার শেল সহ ভারী অস্ত্রের গোলাবারুদের শব্দে নির্ঘুম রাত কাটছে স্থানীয় বাংলাদেশিদের। ওপারে গোলাগুলির কারণে এপারে ব্যাহত হচ্ছে মানুষের স্বাভাবিক জীবনযাত্রা। থাইল্যান্ড ভিত্তিক আন্তর্জাতিক সংবাদ ইরাবতীর খবরে বলা হয়েছে, মিয়ানমার সেনাবাহিনীর সঙ্গে সে দেশের বিদ্রোহী গোষ্ঠী আরাকান আর্মির সাথে দীর্ঘদিন ধরে সংঘর্ষ চলছে। সম্প্রতি সেই সংঘর্ষ আরও বেড়ে গেছে। উভয় পক্ষের হতাহতের খবরও প্রচার হচ্ছে গণমাধ্যমে। আরাকান আর্মির সাথে সেদেশের সেনাবাহিনীর মূল সংঘর্ষ চলছে বাংলাদেশ সীমান্ত লাগোয়া এলাকায়। এর ফলে এই সংঘর্ষের প্রভাব বাংলাদেশেও পড়ছে। তমব্রু সীমান্ত এলাকার বাসিন্দা মাহমুদুল হক জানান, গোলাবারুদের শব্দে মিয়ানমার সেনাবাহিনীর যুদ্ধ বিমান ও হেলিকপ্টারের ওড়াউড়ির কারণে মানুষ সারাক্ষণ আতঙ্কে থাকে। প্রায় সময় আকাশসীমা লঙ্ঘন করে যুদ্ধ বিমানগুলো উঠতে দেখা যায়। এর ফলে রাখাইন রাজ্যের মংডু, রাথেডাং, বুথিডাং ও মোরকইউ শহর এবং শিন রাজ্যের পালিতোয়ার নাগরিকরা আতঙ্কিত হয়ে পড়েছেন। সেখানকার বাসিন্দাদের অনেকে ভারতের মিজোরামের সীমান্তবর্তী জেলা লংটালাইতে চলে যাচ্ছেন। অনেকে আবার সাম্প্রতিক সপ্তাহগুলোতে নাফ নদী অতিক্রম করে বাংলাদেশে প্রবেশ করেছেন। এমতাবস্থায় স্বরাষ্ট্রমন্ত্রী আসাদুজ্জামান খান কামাল বলেছেন, রোহিঙ্গারা বাংলাদেশে আসার পর আমরা অনেক সমস্যার সম্মুখীন হচ্ছি, বিশেষ করে কক্সবাজারের মানুষ। তিনি বলেন, আমরা অত্যন্ত পিসফুলি চেষ্টা চালিয়ে যাচ্ছি যাতে রোহিঙ্গারা তাদের দেশে ফিরে যেতে পারেন। কক্সবাজারে র্যাব আয়োজিত নবজাগরণ অপরাধকে না বলুন শীর্ষক কর্মশালার সমাপনী অনুষ্ঠানে প্রধান অতিথির বক্তব্যে একথা বলেন স্বরাষ্ট্রমন্ত্রী। স্বরাষ্ট্রমন্ত্রী আসাদুজ্জামান খান কামাল বলেন, আমাদের জায়গা